We're Linda
and Deanna.
We're neighbors and bitches just like you. We're badasses in bathrobes.
We lift each other up every day to get through life.
With resting bitch face.
And a good dose of fun and craziness.
In bathrobes. We started this podcast because we want to live, not just exist.
As our HOA suggests.
This is a real as shit, messy, not perfect lifestyle podcast.
Perfection is overrated anyway. We're here to say you are not alone.
And you can be friends with your neighbors too.
Or not.
We don't care. We're here either way. You know what they say, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
And don't throw a party and not invite me.
Let the bitch sesh begin. This is Bathrobe Bitches episode 1, Let the Bitchin Begin. In this episode, we're going to tell you about why we're calling our HOA the HOHA, why good customer service is a must, and what silk panties have to do with face masks and COVID.
So Matt was telling me the other day that the Homeowners Association should be the Homeowners Harassment Association because they keep harassing us.
HOAA?
No. HHA. HOHA. Homeowners Harassment Association.
Yes, HOHA. I like it.
Yeah. Because they keep trying to keep us from having fun.
I know. I told you about that notice that I got this week about the car that was parked in front of my house because we're not allowed to park on the street, even though everybody parks on the fucking street except for us.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then I sent them a nasty note to tell them that wasn't even my car. I had no idea whose car it was. And I was equally as pissed about it because the mailman wouldn't deliver my mail because somebody was parked too close to my mailbox.
Right. And I told Matt all that. And he said, yeah, well, they should be the Homeowners Harassment Association. So I tried to go get my mail from the P.O. box to see if I actually have a letter from the Homeowners Association because they're bitching about me parking a car in front of your house. I'm just waiting for it. Right? So, yeah.
Even though I lied to them and I told them I didn't know whose car it was, and I did because it was the people who live across the way. But I didn't want to get them in trouble because they seem like nice people even though I don't know them.
The people that live across the street from you?
Yeah.
You do know they moved, right?
They did?
Yeah. There's another lady moving there now.
Oh, is that the one with the white VW with the New Jersey plates who parked in front of my house?
Possibly.
Because I see that car in the driveway. I thought that was their daughter.
No, there's a new lady there. It's actually the owner of the house because I think the people that were living there before were renters because the lady that owned it left and the new people moved in and then you moved in. So they've been here pretty much, the entire time you've been here. But this lady, she hates Halloween and I know.
How do you hate Halloween? I know you see it on my face. Like, what? Halloween is the best holiday.
Yeah, no, she got mad at us because we had kids screaming and running up the street like the first year she was here or the first year we were there. We started scaring kids, because that's what we do. And she got mad at us because we had kids outside screaming in front of our house all night, Halloween night, because she doesn't do Halloween.
Well, that's just rude and inappropriate.
Right. Halloween
is the best holiday.
I know.
This year was a little weird because of COVID.
Right. But I think we killed it.
We totally rocked it.
Yeah. I wonder who won Yard of the Month.
It wasn't us. I saw it in the homeowners Facebook group.
They posted it there because I didn't see it.
Yeah, they never responded to your comment. It was like on another post. I saw it.
I looked at all the posts. I didn't see it.
It was there. But it wasn't us. We totally should have won. Our setup was epic.
I know, right? I know we're not going to win Christmas. That house over on the other block is so much better than ours.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you need to drive by there. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
I will, and then I'm going to step up my game.
I'm actually going to Walmart today to buy more lights. 2 of my blankets are out. The shrub blankets for the lights.
The nets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I call them
the
blankets.
Net lights.
Yes, the net lights, and my icicles are like the actual cord is messed up, so half of the string isn't lit. I'm gonna see how it looks before I take it down, but because I already hung it before I figured out that it wasn't gonna work.
Oh, the woes of suburbia.
I know. Tell me about it. It's like, oh, Matt saying, don't put anything on the lawn because the guy's going to come and mow the yard. I'm like, it's not even like, it's winter. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we already canceled our lawn guys for the winter because the lawn isn't growing anymore.
Yeah, right? I mean, our tree is so much into the yard now. I don't even think that there's any grass to actually mow. And yet, I can't put my Christmas lights out on the lawn because the guy's going to come by with the lawnmower and mow right over them.
He just mow right around them, and Matt'll never know.
I plan to cover the entire lawn with lights.
Oh, that's exciting.
I know, right? I want to be the Clark Griswold of the neighborhood.
I love all of these words.
But I'm not going to get on the roof because vertigo.
Yeah, that's not a good time.
Yep. Nope. Can't do it.
We need a bigger ladder because James always wants to do the peak of the garage, but he can't reach up there.
Hey, why didn't you say anything? I think I have a 30-foot ladder in my garage.
Oh, well, we'll tell him when he gets back from Home Depot.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Because we need another splitter for the Christmas lights, which I'm not quite sure why, because we have the same amount of lights that we had last year and the same amount of splitters.
I don't know. I know I need different setup every year because I do my lights differently every year. So I don't know. Maybe his lights different this year?
Well, he's super anal about things, and last year I got some new blow-ups, and I got another extension cord and splitter, but the extension cord looks like a candy cane.
What?
And it doesn't match any of the other ones, so he probably is secretly replacing my candy cane extension cord with a green one, so he's not annoyed every day when he comes home.
Well, if he does that, can I have the candy cane extension cord for my decor?
Yeah, because the candy cane extension cord is awesome.
Yeah, it would go really good across my walkway where, people could see it instead of it being that dark green and kind of hiding. It'd be better.
Oh, so they don't trip.
Yep.
Got it.
Because, I can't tape anything down outside because, rain.
I know. We sort of have the same thing because we have a little walkway, but James parks his van in front of it, so they have to walk through the lawn in the middle of all the blow-ups to come to the door, which now I'm thinking is a hazard for all the poor delivery people that keep coming here to deliver my Amazon stuff.
So what you need to do is go get one of those rock pathway things, not I don't know, stepping stones. Yeah, stepping stones, and put them through the yard so that they know where to walk.
That's smart.
I can be sometimes, every once in a while, but not always.
Well, sometimes if they come from the driveway side, they can't see the black cords holding the blow-ups. We make a candy cane path with the little lights through the big blow-up, but they don't come around that side of the mailbox.
Maybe you need an enter here sign.
Yeah, and arrows. Yeah. Packages go here. Ding, ding, ding.
Santa deliveries. I know. I don't know, though, but would they even follow that? I mean, they are delivery people, and sometimes they have their own way of doing things.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Some of them I can always hear when they come because they play really loud music in their Amazon trucks.
Oh, that Sprouts guy that delivered today? He came up, his car was thumping.
Yeah, I didn't hear him because I was in the bedroom.
No, I was
putting on my bathrobe.
I'm like, the only thing I could hear over his thumping was your doorbell.
I'm excited about my new doorbell.
That thing is loud. I was in my house and I could hear the doorbell ring in your house.
I think because the door was open.
Mine wasn't though. So
yeah.
It's what?
Well, James was testing it because every 2 years we renew our gas contract and they send us a new gadget. So the last couple of times they kept sending us a Nest thermostat. And when I talked to the guy on the phone about renewing, I was like, please do not send me another Nest thermostat. I do not have anybody else that wants a Nest thermostat. It's we have one. We've gotten 2 other ones. I just keep giving them away. I'm having a hard time giving them away. The last one I gave away to the mold remediation guy who came.
Oh, wow.
He was obsessed with my nest. And then after he left, I thought we'd given it away to another one of our friends. James said we hadn't. So I texted him, I have an extra nest if you want it. And he came and picked it up. Happy to give it to somebody that could use it. So this time, and so we got the Nest doorbell instead, which is kind of fun because you can see on the phone app what's going on outside, or if somebody comes, it like captures it, but it also captures like every time a car drives by, or when Nikki is raking leaves in your yard, or James is putting up the blow-ups outside for Christmas. It's a bunch of random stuff.
I hope my lights don't set it off.
I don't know, but I'm interested to try it when somebody's actually there, because there's a talk button.
Ooh,
so I think
fun.
I could talk to people through it.
Yeah.
So instead of hiding from the people who are trying to solicit me roofs or insurance.
Oh my God, the roofs.
Or security systems, I don't have to open the door. I can just talk to them through the door with the ring and say, go away.
Right. But it's a nest, not a ring.
Yes. Google Nest.
Yeah, you have to be very careful with that because ring will get offended.
They don't know. They're not coming out here to look at it.
No, but if they're listening, they would hear you call it something. Two different things. First you have a Nest doorbell and then you have a ring doorbell. Which one do you have?
Maybe I have both.
Ooh.
I'm extra.
Fancy. At least you can catch the dogs when they come out of the garage.
Yes.
And then time stamped and date stamped, and then we could send it into the flipping animal control.
I love it. I didn't even think about that. That's so smart.
Yeah.
You're the smart one. I'm the pretty one.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm just kidding.
I guess that's what I get for being your friend, huh?
We're equally as pretty.
Everybody has their own inner light, and everybody shines. And we all shine differently, like little Christmas lights. Some come in flashes and bangs, and some of them come in like steady glows.
And some of them just twinkle and sparkle.
Oh, all glittery and happy. I think Nikki is a glittery person.
Yes.
Because her happiness just spreads everywhere and like just comes out. It's like, and you can't get rid of it once it's been sprinkled on you. That's what I think about when I think about Nikki.
That's so sweet. Lucas just talks a lot. I don't know what kind of Christmas lights he would be. Maybe he'd be like those real annoying chaser lights.
I could totally see that.
Oh my God, somebody please make those steady for a while. I've had enough.
I just found today that on one of my light sensor plugs that there's a chaser setting. So now I know how to annoy you.
Yeah, that's my least favorite type of Christmas light. I don't like colored lights either. I know you like the colored lights. James loves the colored lights. I'm kind of plain when it comes to Christmas lights. I just like a soft white glow.
Not me. I like the color. It changes the whole outlook on everything when you change the color or something.
Well, that's how we got the Mardi Gras tree.
Oh, because your other one downstairs is all white. And
yeah, because I won't put
color.
colored lights on the main Christmas tree. And James had mentioned that he always wanted to have a Mardi Gras Christmas tree. So one year I bought him his very own special Christmas tree with colored lights and gold and purple and teal ornaments and some, Mardi Gras colored ribbon. So he could have his very own special tree every year with colored lights on it.
Impressive.
I'm a nice wife like that.
I can't do Christmas trees at my house. Cats. And after spending all the money on the Christmas tree that I had and having the 27-pound cat that I have crawl up in it and bend all the flipping branches, I'm like, nope, not doing this anymore. I can't have a real one because allergies. Both Matt and I are allergic to pine. So can't have a real pine tree in our house. Cat demolished our artificial tree. And then we go to grandma's every year and she has 2 Christmas trees. So I think that's enough Christmas trees for us.
There's never enough Christmas trees. I think I'm up to 4.
I know.
Or 5.
Oh, I take it back. There is a Christmas tree in Nikki's room. She gets a 2-foot fiber optic tree that she has little itty bitty tiny miniature ornaments to put on her tree.
That's really cute.
Yep.
I have little tiny robot ornaments that I never use. I wonder if she wants them.
She probably would love them.
They're silver and they're little robots, and they were the cutest thing. And I bought them, and I have never used them for anything because I don't know what to do with them. They're just adorable, and I just enjoy looking at them every year when I open the Christmas box. But they just live in there.
You have robots living in your Christmas box?
Yep.
That's like a sad, sad, sad life for them. Can't do that. Let them live in the wonder of Nikki's fiber optic tree.
I will.
All the lights would glitter off of them, and they'd have lots of fun.
That's very exciting. Did you guys ever watch Jingle Jangle?
So we turned it on last night, and about 20 minutes into it, I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yeah, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was just exhausted because I didn't sleep the night before.
Did you finish watching it?
Not yet, because, I got up late this morning. I slept 12 hours. I got up late, and then I started doing the outside lights. And while I was sitting out there doing the outside lights, Nikki was raking the yard. So she was tired when she got back in, and I had to come over here to do this. So this recording right now is taking away from me watching Jingle Jangle.
Well, you have to finish watching it later. I've watched it again on my own.
So I'm going to restart it and start from the beginning again because I don't think I got most of what happened because I was so exhausted yesterday. I had the whole big, I had to get up early and take Nikki to school, and then I went into work because we had our super spreader Christmas party. Socially distant Christmas party, I should say, but everybody was referring to it as a super spreader event because
you had to be spread out.
Oh yeah, we could though because there was only 20 people and we have like 3,000 square feet and most of it is open, so it's not like we're on top of each other or anything. And they had a food truck, so cater it. So we had like a food truck lunch. It was kind of cool. And but yeah, we were all 6 feet apart eating and talking and whatnot. But it's exhausting because I hadn't been around that many people in a really long time. I mean, 20 people, that's a lot of people when you've been in your house with 2 and only hanging out with max 6 people since March. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm in a room with 20 people. It's like, what?
Yeah, that is a lot. I don't ever want to be in a room with 20 people. Before COVID, after COVID, no thank you. I've always done all my Christmas shopping online. I cannot handle going to stores during the holiday times. I don't like it when strangers touch me. No, thank you.
And I'm completely opposite of that because I love being around people. It's just been overwhelming because the fear of COVID has overtaken my life when it comes to being around people. But I still love being around people. I've always loved being in crowds, and I really wish I could be around crowds more. But I'm so scared of it now that I start having panic attacks when I am. So.
Yeah, I really miss concerts.
Oh, my God.
I think that's my biggest thing. Or even James and I, we went to Florida after Thanksgiving.
Right.
And we went out to see some of our friends there at a bar, which was totally weird, but I was like, okay, this is my end of the table, put my back to the wall, and I was like, nobody sit near me. I love you guys. I'm not hugging anybody. And we did some karaoke. Every time we were done, we're like wiping our hands down with sanitizer. Don't touch your face, whatever you do. You can't touch your face until we go home and wash our hands. Like, don't touch my face. Don't touch each other. It was really crazy. It made me feel a little bit insane.
Yeah, I mean, I went and saw my sister. Normally it's like a big hug and, hey, whatever. I couldn't even get anywhere near her. I crave that. And no, can't do it. And you feel like I don't know, I start feeling all antsy because I have to stay away, but I don't want to. And it's weird. At that party, I'm used to being like really close with everybody, and I'm not. I can't get anywhere close to people. It's just strange. And they have to wear a mask everywhere you go. It's just, I was telling the guys at work, I was like, yeah, I don't wear a mask when I'm on the phone because you can't really hear through it. And they'd come up to my desk and they were all saying like 6 feet away from me because, they didn't want to get involved because I wasn't wearing a mask. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like to because it makes my lips dry. And it's like, I can't put chapstick on or lipstick or anything because that gets on the inside of the mask when you're wearing it. And then then how do you get it out? It is so hard to get that crap out of the fabric. So you just have to throw the mask away. It's a big waste of time. I don't know.
I know. I'm very particular about masks too because I'm super claustrophobic. Yeah. So I can't wear t-shirts because they're too close to my neck. I don't wear necklaces. I don't wear like hoodies that aren't zip-up hoodies. I can't handle it. It makes me panic. So some masks, they're just too tight on my face. Mm-hmm. And I can't stand them. Like they have to be really loose. And I don't know if that changes the effect of what the mask does or not. But and the actual fabric of the mask too makes a difference. Somebody had sent me one. It was this really silky sort of fabric, but it was like putting fucking panties on my face.
Ew.
I'm a cotton panty girl. I like a good cotton panty. I don't like silky panties. They stay moist, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about your panties, Deanna, but I like some cotton panties and they can breathe. So put this mask on my face and I was like, oh my God, these are like silky, moist panties on my face. I cannot handle this. How do you like your panties?
I can't even answer that right now. Oh my God. So I'm also a cotton panty girl. It's either cotton or nothing. That's where I'm at.
I can't wear no panties.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I keep calling them panties either. We'll just call them underwear.
I don't know. Yeah, no. I'm completely either it's cotton or nothing.
So do you wear no underwear like with like pants?
No.
Go out in the world?
No.
Or just like no underwear like when you're sleeping or something?
Well, it depends on. There have been a couple of times I've gone out in the world without underwear, but I was wearing skirts. And it was for the sole benefit of the person I was hanging out with.
Well, that sounds like a fun time.
It was a fun time.
I feel like I always have to be wearing underwear. I feel uncomfortable without underwear on.
Like I said, it's few and far between when it's not there. Because I'm similar in that way, but if I'm out for a good time, then I'm out for a good time.
Yeah, I just, I feel like my lady bits are sensitive and I don't want rough pants rubbing up against them. That does not sound like a good time.
No, that sounds awful, actually. Who wants rough pants?
Well, like jeans. Jeans are rough.
I guess I've never not worn jeans without panties, so I wouldn't know.
Maybe we should do an experiment.
No, let's not.
Okay, I agree. This doesn't sound like a good time. Cancel, clear, delete.
Exactly.
The no panty jean experiment.
Experiment? It sounds like it's like a spearmint or a peppermint.
Is there a different way to say experiment?
It's experiment.
Experiment. Guess it depends on where you're from. Like pecan.
It's pecan.
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 You're not even from the South.
It doesn't matter. I learned a pecan because you don't want to pee in a can. Pecan. That's what it.
In the North, we call them pecans.
I don't know what they call them in California, but we always call them pecans because
Pecan. Just seems weird to say. Pecan. Seems fancy. It's like a fancy pecan. I'm going to get me some pecans today.
Oh, my mom's like, well, the pecan is a can you pee in. It's like, okay.
But why would you pee in a can?
Camping?
Wouldn't you just pee in the woods?
I don't know. I mean, that's what my mom said, so I don't know what her deal was.
Did you ever pee in a can when you were camping?
Cups sometimes, depending on where we were. And a bucket once or twice.
Well, everybody pees in a 5-gallon bucket when you're camping.
Right, so.
That's just what you do.
I know. I don't know.
Unless there's a porta potty. I'd almost rather go in a 5-gallon bucket or a pecan.
See? Reminds me of the SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Episode is called Texas. And they put a can of peas in a pie and called it a pecan pie.
A pecan pie. I went to Texas once, and that's where I discovered that flaming hot Cheetos with nacho sauce on them was a thing. Apparently that's big there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I haven't been to Texas in a really long time. Last time I was there, I found out that they actually do barbecue entire cows inside their barbecues. Like, their barbecues are so flippin' big, they can fit a flippin' cow inside of them.
That's exciting.
It was insane. I mean, like, watching a whole cow go into a barbecue and then 8 hours later getting, like, not 8 hours. I think it was, like, the next day or something. Getting a beef brisket out of it. It was, like, insane.
I've never seen anybody barbecue a whole cow, but I'm from the country, so I've been to many annual pig roast.
Yeah, well, picture that, but a cow.
But a cow.
Yeah.
You feed more people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was insane how many people were there. But it's like, I don't even understand. Like, my brain still, like, kind of has trouble processing. Like, I actually watched a full cow get barbecued.
Now, when they barbecue a cow, do they skin it first? Like, when they barbecue a pig, they don't skin it.
Right. Yeah, no, it was skinned. Because, it's like they were roasting it, but I don't know.
It's kind of like in the movies when you see, like, the giant slabs of meat hanging in the meat lockers.
Yeah, so it was that. But it went into a barbecue. And it was, like, a full.
Was it delicious?
Oh, my God, it was so good. And, like, they don't put any sauce on it either. It's just salt and pepper and then smoke. That's it. It was so good. Had such a nice bark on it, too. It was amazing.
But did it have bite?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just remember how good it was.
Well, you said it had bark on it.
Yeah. The barbecue bark, like it's like,
yes.
Yeah.
There we go. I did it right now. We're
Woohoo.
recording again.
Recording! Woohoo! And what are we recording?
Our Bathrobe Bitches podcast.
And why we started this podcast again?
Because I was bored.
So you wanted to entertain yourself by dragging me over here in my bathrobe and talk about nothing?
Well, I just wanted to spend more time with you, so this was my secret plan.
Oh, your secret plan. Like the secret plan of you trying to get me to be your friend by trying to get the kids to play together? That
Yes.
secret plan?
Like that secret plan. Because making friends is hard.
It is very hard, especially when you're old and you live in a place where there's more trees than people and more churches than bars.
Well, I wouldn't say we're old.
Well, let's just say we're not teenagers anymore. And, you can't just make friends when you're in school.
That is true. I will agree with that. And it's hard, like you said, it's hard to make friends here because there's more trees than people.
And more churches than bars. Don't forget that part.
More churches than bars, yes.
Yeah, because it's very hard to make people when you might not go to that same church that they go to. And then they don't know why you don't go to the same church that they go to. And then they say, oh, well, wait, you don't go to my church? Well, then I can't be friends with you.
Or if you don't go to church at all. then you can't meet church people.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's no bars here.
Well, there are a couple of bars, but they're
two, and they're right next to each other, and they're not good.
No, not right next to each other. They're in the same parking lot, which is really dumb. And the fact that the cops don't hang out in that parking lot is beyond me, right? There's 2 bars in there. Why are the cops not there, like, patrolling every Friday and Saturday night? I don't understand.
I know, and you know what gets me about those bars? Because I like karaoke, and they only do karaoke on, like, Tuesday, which, like, I'm a mom. I work all day. I can't go to karaoke on Tuesday. I want to go to karaoke on, like, Friday or Saturday. They have live bands on Friday or Saturday.
Maybe we should get them a live band karaoke thing going over there.
Maybe. And they don't have live bands that I want to hear either.
Oh, I know. Oh, my gosh. We were downtown Dallas the other day, and it was like the guy that got up on stage to sing was had to use a walker. At one of their Food Truck Fridays, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? A walker. I'm very excited that he was doing it, but that's the kind of age range it seems to be around here.
Was he singing Frank Sinatra?
No, it was some country something or other.
See, it's all country. See, when she says Dallas, she means Dallas, Georgia, because we live in Georgia, not Texas, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. I mean, not that I don't live in Texas, but that I keep forgetting that, you know, when I say Dallas, people won't know
automatically think Texas. Yes.
I'm so used to it. Everybody around here just knows I'm talking about Dallas, Georgia. So anyway, yeah, so the music here isn't all that great. The like local stuff, it's not really rock. And if it is rock, it's like cover bands. And I have not seen any cover bands that I like out here. Like that I would go back and see again.
Me either. They're not very good. And we live about 40 miles from Atlanta, which means it's like 90 minutes if you want to drive there, not during rush hour.
And it's like $75 in an Uber, just one way to get there. It's very cost prohibitive to be down there unless you're getting a hotel. It's cheaper actually to get a hotel room in downtown Atlanta than it is to get a round trip Uber. How sad is that?
It's pretty sad.
So, yeah. And even Atlanta doesn't even have really good rock music coming through here. I mean, there's great, like,
well, it doesn't have anything coming through here right now.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, in normal times, back when I was actually paying attention, there wasn't a lot of rock that comes through here. It's all, like, hip-hop and or rhythm, blues people.
Well, I like hip-hop, but I also like rock.
Yeah, well, I'm a kind of a rock girl through and through, so.
Yeah, well, we were going to go to that Pat Benatar Motley Crue concert.
Oh, yeah, that was going to be awesome.
But that was canceled. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah, I know, right? God. It wasn't Pat Benatar.
Yes, it was.
It was Joan Jett.
Oh, it's Joan Jett. You're right.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
Joan Jett is so much cooler.
I've aged like 75 years during 2020, so give me a break.
Okay, I will give you a break. You're allowed to be, you know, a little, like, confused.
I'm not even quite sure what day or month it is right now.
Yeah, I'm getting to be that way, too. Like, you wake up in the same place. You go to work in the same place. You don't leave anywhere. It's like, is it a weekday today or is it a weekend? Does it matter? Who knows?
I know. You know, I was watching the other day. I stumbled across one of my clients. She had this student of hers that is a comic, and she was interviewed on her podcast. It's called Coffee Talk with Robin Shaw. And apparently Robin had a TikTok that had gone viral. Ooh. And my client had emailed about it. And so I was sending out the email for my client, and I was watching the TikTok, and it was really funny. She's hysterical. So she had come across this list of her goals for 2020.
Oh my God, no way.
That she wrote last December. So she was like reading them on her TikTok, and it was so funny. They were be more social.
Oh my God.
And the one that really gets me, and it's kind of sad, and she says it in her video. She's like, this isn't funny. She said, spend more time with their grandma. And then she was like, my grandma died.
Oh no. Oh man, that's so sad.
I was like, that sums up everything about 2020.
Yeah, so last night we ordered pizza from Ian's Pizza, and we get the pizza, and it's not quite up to par anymore because during 2020 they were kicked out of their location. They had to move locations because a Taco Mac went in where the pizza place was. And so it took them forever to reopen. They finally reopened. This is our favorite pizza place ever. And the pizza came and it wasn't up to par. So I complained about it and, saying, hey, this pizza needs to be, cooked a little more, when you get it. And we got an answer back from John, not from Ian. And we found out that we think that John is now owner of Ian's Pizza instead of Ian. So Nikki turns to me and said, 2020 is like the worst ever. Now Ian's not even making pizza anymore. So I have nothing in this world at all.
She's so dramatic.
I know, but it's just the whole way things are going. Everything is just sucky. There's no music. There's no bars. There's no hanging out with people and going out and doing things. Traveling, oh my God, is the worst. Trying to find a bathroom anywhere these days on the highway, forget it. It's like closed to public. You drive through only. No bathrooms here. Thank you very much. And the bathrooms you do go to, you like freak out because there's other people in there.
So you need a pecan.
Not to be accused of the pecan, right?
Pecan. The fancy pecan. So if you have a pecan and you're fancy, do you call it a pecan?
No, never.
Can't even get good coffee recommendations either.
Oh my God, don't even go there.
Oh, I'm going there.
Oh, you are?
Oh, I'm going there. So Deanna asked me the other day to go get coffee. There's a special coffee place in downtown Dallas, Georgia, where the man started it because he was having issues with his stomach, and a lot of coffees are processed with chemicals and things that aren't really good for you. So he started this coffee brand. It's called Rocket Beverage Company, I think. Mm-hmm. And it is supposed to be easier on your stomach. So we've been going there, and when we drink their coffee, our bellies don't hurt. Yay! So the other morning, we went there to get a coffee, and I wanted to get something to bring back to Lucas. And on their Instagram, I see all these delicious drinks, breakfast cereal, milkshake, and eggnog, whatnot, and who knows, all this stuff that looks really good. So we go there, and I asked the guy behind the counter, I was like, what's really good for kids? What do you have that would be like really awesome for a kid? And he says, we have hot chocolate.
I know, that was like, what? Even on the what is that called? The sandwich board outside, it said like peppermint mocha, eggnog latte. Can't you make something like that for a kid without
Caramel
the coffee?
Swirl shitstorm. I don't know. So I was like, okay, do you have anything else? We have a frozen vanilla swirl drink.
What? I didn't even hear him say that.
Oh, yeah. I was like, you just gave me the two plainest options that anybody could ever order for their children in the whole world. Thank you for that. So I ordered Lucas a hot chocolate because at that point I was done. It's the morning. I haven't had any coffee yet.
Yeah, it's very important to have the coffee before you go have coffee, right?
Yeah, right. So then last time I was there, I had bought a pound of beans to use at home, and I was getting low. So I asked him for a recommendation because the ones I got were like Guatemalan, and I wanted something that was a little bit darker roast. So it's like, which one of these? And I spread my arm out
Because there's like 1,000 different bags in front of him, about 5 or 6 different flavors of beans.
Ethiopian, Sumatra. I don't know.
Colombian, yeah.
So I was like, which one of these would be a little bit darker roast than that? And he said, I don't know. I've never tried any of those. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
You work in a coffee place.
You can't even pretend? Just make something up so I'll buy the coffee. So I didn't buy a pound of coffee. And their coffee isn't super expensive, but it's not super cheap either. It's maybe like $20 a pound ish. It just blew my mind, especially as a business owner. If one of the people that worked for me told one of our clients, well, I don't know.
Every retail establishment I've ever worked at, including fast food, has always taught me everything there is to know about every product that we sell so that we can upsell any client that walks in. Why this coffee person wasn't upselling the coffee when we obviously wanted to buy something? I mean, we wouldn't be asking the question, which one of these do you recommend, unless we were ready to put our money out and buy whatever was recommended.
And he could have said, you might like this or this or this. And I probably would have bought all 3, to be honest, just so I could try them. But I was so overwhelmed with the fact that he didn't have any answer for me. And I didn't understand what any of the words meant on the coffee bags. I just didn't buy anything except for my plain old hot chocolate and 1 black coffee.
But you have to admit the black coffee is really good.
Yes, it's super delicious.
And we will be going back.
We absolutely will be going back.
Because they're awesome.
Maybe we can make friends at the coffee shop.
Ooh. Well, we already know the owner because we talked to him that time we were in there. He just wasn't there when we went back.
He came out when we were leaving.
Oh, we did?
Yes, but I didn't want to get the boy in trouble.
So instead, we're talking about it on our podcast.
They're probably not going to listen to our podcast.
Just had a cup of coffee. Now I want another one because we've been talking about it so much.
I know, but I don't have any more beans to make you a cup of coffee, Deanna.
Crap. This sucks.
That's the end of our bitching for today.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Bathrobe Bitches. In this episode, we are going to tell you why we are calling the HOA the HOHA, why good customer service is a must, and what silk panties have to do with face masks and COVID.
If you want more bitching between episodes, find us at bathrobebitches.com or on social media. On Facebook, we're at bathrobebitches, but there's no I in bitches. And because Instagram is less of an asshole, you can find us at bathrobebitches there. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.